Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to TrendSpot. Today we're looking at 7 things you never noticed in Fortnite Season 6. Some of these secrets are signs of upcoming updates and changes to the game, and after seeing all of the Easter eggs and secrets in this video, you'll have an idea of what will be happening in the near future in Fortnite. So now, without further ado, let's get right into it. Starting off on the list, we have the houses of the 3 little pigs. In Season 6, Fortnite added 3 little houses, and these are actually representing the houses of the 3 little pigs from the popular story. Also, all of these houses are right next to the edge of the map. The first house is made of wood, and it's located just a bit north of Paradise Palms. Inside you can find only 1 chest. The second house is southwest of Greasy Grove, and this one is made of brick and can contain up to 2 chests. And finally, the third house is north of Lazy Links, and just like all the others, it's right next to the edge of the map. This one is made of metal, and it can actually have up to 3 chests in it. So this one could actually be worth landing at, especially if you want to gear up and get some kills at Lazy Links. These are not just random little huts Fortnite added. There's actually more evidence that these houses belong to the 3 little pigs from the popular story. Many people in the Fortnite community are saying that these may be related to the werewolf outfit, otherwise known as the Dire, which just got added in Season 6. The 3 little pigs get their houses destroyed by a wolf in the story, so it's quite possible that these houses have something to do with the werewolf skin. Or maybe we will be seeing an actual wolf later in the game, because really anything is possible at this point. Next up on the list is in Tilted Towers. You may remember that one of the buildings got hit by a meteor at the beginning of Season 4. This building was a sports store and it hasn't been touched for 2 entire seasons. Most people are very used to this by now and nobody expects there to be any change, but finally Fortnite added some wooden walls around it, so it appears that it's going to be rebuilt. It could be built back into the same exact store, or it could be turned into something entirely different, which would be even more interesting. A few weeks from now, there could be something completely new here. Over time, we will see what happens, so next time you drop into Tilted, take a look at this building because there could be some further progress on it. And my guess is that Fortnite is going to surprise us with a new building or something completely different, but we will just have to wait and see. Next up on the list is a new change to the mysterious bunker found in Wailing Woods. This bunker has been here for months. Everyone wants to know what the deal is with it. People have even glitched into it, but when they did, all they found was an empty room with dirt walls and a dirt floor. It's been like that since the start, but I have good news. Finally, after many seasons, a change has been made. If you go to the bunker now and look down through the small openings, you can see grass at the bottom. So of course you may be wondering what is down there now. And I have more good news. I found footage of someone glitching into the bunker about a week ago, and what happens is crazy. All credit to Chexy for this clip, and now let's check it out.
But let's see if we can go inside this though. Yo, what do you think will happen if I go in this? He didn't shout out though. I read halfway, I was like, oh, this man trying to finesse me. So that's what happens when you go into the bunker, guys. You die. Bro, I didn't lose all my shit though. I didn't lose all my stuff. Yo, I have all my weapons still, all my mats, everything.
Next up on the list is a little Easter egg. So if you've seen this little hut on the map before, you've probably paid it no attention. If you take a second look, this house is very unique and it's the only one like it on the entire map. If you paid close attention during Season 5, you may know why this hut is under construction, but otherwise you wouldn't know. So there's actually a pretty cool story of what happened here. This was originally a normal hut, but back in Season 5, it was in the cube's path, so it got crushed. Now that it is Season 6, this little hut is being rebuilt, so over time we'll see it slowly being rebuilt into a normal hut again. This is such a small Easter egg that few people would notice, but it's really cool to see that Epic Games cares about even the smallest of details. They could have just fixed the hut, but they make it much more interesting by having it slowly rebuilt. This is a very small Easter egg, but I thought it really deserved a spot on the list because it's really just small things like this that separate Fortnite from all the other games. Next up on the list is a small Easter egg which not many people have seen. And this one is very important because it could be a sign of a new update for the next season. As you know, Dusty Depot got destroyed by the meteor at the start of Season 4. It was at the center of the map, but now the meteor crater has replaced most of it. All that is left is the Dusty Diner, which is now a pretty unpopular landing spot. Now that we are in Season 6, nobody goes to the crater anymore. It's just a bunch of trees and the loot is quite terrible. If you ever go there, the trees make the build fights difficult, and it's just overall a bad place to land. Anyways, there's a painting of Dusty Depot that just got added in the underground bunker area in Wailing Woods. A lot of people are wondering why this was added. There's been a lot of talk of Fortnite adding a time travel update, which means that they could be bringing back Dusty Depot as well as other locations that used to be on the map. I know for sure many players would love to see this, and it could get old players to start playing Fortnite again. Also, the bunker contains a lot of random equipment, so it could be like a lab and a time machine is being built. There's a lot of evidence that a time travel update may be coming soon, but at the end of the day, we could be overthinking, and this may just be a little Easter egg as a memory of Dusty Depot. Next up on the list, we have the superhero and villain bases. Now that it is Season 6, the superhero mansion is no longer the same place it used to be. It is now very run down and overgrown with plants. The entire place, including the basement, is filled with trash and appears to be falling apart. Fortnite is definitely planning to do something with this, whether it is removing it or just changing it into something else entirely. Along with that, the house gives off a creepy feeling, and old rundown mansions are often associated with Halloween, so this could be a sign of Fortnite slowly turning it into something related to Halloween. The villain base is getting destroyed as well. It's trashed, broken down, and there are even a few spider webs in it. Those spider webs could be related to Halloween, or they could just be from the place being left alone. Since the superhero and villain theme is old now, I think Fortnite is going to change these places into something else in the future. It could even be later in the season, so by the time it's Halloween, they could be entirely redone, but we will just have to wait and see what happens. Alright, I've saved the best for last, but first, I have a quick challenge that'll only take 5 seconds to complete. So if you can leave a like and subscribe within the next 5 seconds, you will get 5 years of amazing luck. Just give it a try, it really works, and now let's get into number 1 on the list. Next up on the list is something you may have never noticed is possible. This is more of a pro trick than a hidden Easter egg, but honestly it's the most insane trick that you can do in Fortnite. I am not exaggerating, this is actually insane, and there are 2 different ways of doing this trick. So let's just start off with the first way. So of course, if you shoot at the cube, it will hit you back with a lightning strike. But if you build up next to the cube now, you can do an absolutely crazy trick. You need to place a bounce pad because for this trick, if you don't use one, you will die from fall damage. So now shoot at the lower part of the cube, and before you get struck by the lightning, jump on the bounce pad and you'll fly across the entire map once you get struck. You may even fly right off, so be careful if you try it. Keep in mind that it may take several attempts to get struck by the lightning, but now here's a clip of how to do this trick. The other way of doing this trick is much more practical and you won't fly off the map on accident. Along with that, it's much easier to do and it doesn't require a bounce pad or a lot of building. The reason this way is safer is because instead of just being struck by the lightning and thrown to wherever, you'll be able to pull out your glider or umbrella. This means you can safely fly to wherever you'd like, and you'll be so high in the air that you could just sit up there for about 5 minutes before you finally touch the ground. This trick also involves the lightning strike, so be sure you aren't on low health because you will be taking some damage. So to do this, you need to be on the floating island first. Now go to the southern edge where there are 2 cars. There are 2 little spots where you can do this, so just choose either one. And start by building a ramp down. Make sure you are hugging the wall as you do this, or otherwise it might not work when you try it. Once you see the cube, shoot at it a bit, and then after 1 second, fly down a bit and allow yourself to get struck by that lightning. And now, here's a clip of how this can be done. If you enjoyed the video, go down, slap that like button, and subscribe with notifications on for more. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next video.